So I'm going to go ahead and start. Hey, this is Paul Sherrill. I'm in the Phoenix room. It's kind of nice. Here, I'll take you on a quick tour while Sean gets some stuff. Here, we'll start here. So this is the bathroom. This is the women's bathroom, and this is the men's bathroom. I don't know what's around this corner. It's a fire escape. That's cool. Whoa, there's another corner. Hold on. Bear with me if you don't. Whoa, okay, there's nothing. It's a light fixture. It's a little alcove. There's nothing there. So, behold the glorious view. It's pretty nice. Alright. Ta-da. Sean, are you anti-film today? Alright. This is the kitchen. Why is there a TV in the kitchen? Whatever. Still cool.
Oh.
Yeah. This is a vacuum.
Probably
and a water heater.
When you're hosting parties up here and you've got a bartender, you'd be watching the same thing everybody else is watching on the other TV.
Awesome. So pretty nice setup. We're going to try to make use of it, although it's kind of a waste, but it's free at this point, so we're doing it anyway. This is a heater, or I don't know, heater, cooler, temperature, air conditioning unit, blah blah. Yeah. Now does this open? Yes it does. Sweet. So now I'm outside on the balcony. Ah, crap. Curtain, go in! Go in! Stop blowing out! Alright. So that's pretty nice. Look at all that. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Sweet. Alright, back inside. It's a little chilly. Okay. So, I guess I should mention that today we are making the G20 Protester cocktail. It is, as I recall, equal parts Ozo, or Uzo, however you say that, and Jägermeister, then with a splash of creme de cassis, or cassis, or whatever the... cassis? Alright, so apparently I don't know how to pronounce words, but there you go. This are some tables. This our table. This is the stuff.
There is ice.
There, oh yeah? Oh, okay, and there's ice in the fridge, so we're good. We have all the ice we can possibly need.
Which is good because I've got 2 gigantic glasses here.
They have glasses?
Come here. They have all sorts of shit in here.
Oh, they have all sorts of shit in here. Hold on. Here we go. We're going to find out what's going on.
Gigantic variety and not a large amount of anything, but there are paper plates and straws and...
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Stuff. Really good.
Just bring up some dish soap. I haven't seen any... Oh, what? Hey, lots of fucking glasses.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, they have an almost matching tumbler.
Yeah, they do.
It's just a little bit smaller.
Go big or go home.
Well, they've got a same size, but it doesn't match.
Interesting.
Okay. We have...
Let's do it. Christmas
time.
Alright, we're using Christmas tumblers. I think let's just like rinse out anything,
yeah,
and I'll be comfortable.
Definitely.
Then. So, cool. Here are some burned out candles in giant dishes. It's weird. Alright.
Well, if we ever make something involving ice cream.
Those look like ice cream sundae things.
Well, and they've also got, like, I think I saw some, they've got some sundae dishes.
Sweet.
See?
I think we'll be coming back here, Sean. It's gonna be sweet. No smoking, please. Hey, entertainment center, right? So.
My ass there, 15 balconies.
That's fair. Okay, entertainment area. Hey.
Even bring over a bowl.
Oh my. Okay, as long as I don't know what you're talking about.
Of tobacco, of course.
Right. Couches, TV.
Apparently you have, like, at least basic cable. I'll bet you that they've got the ESPN package.
Oh. we could watch some sports.
Oh, yay.
Sports. This is the door through which we came. I think my apartment's down here somewhere. Hold on. Oh, is that it?
Angle on it over here on this balcony.
Hey, hold on. I'm going over to the other side. I'm going to try to scope out my apartment from here.
I think that's it right there.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to step out for a second. Thank you. I can see my house from here. It's nice.
Why is there?
Look at that.
I think that's a reflection.
I want to go with that. And here's the rest of the view. Yeah. Alright.
Oh, once we've got the NPO set up and running, this isn't a bad place to hold board.
Absolutely. So we might be doing some business here before too long.
They may have policies against that.
They might. I will not ask them, so they cannot tell me not to do it.
Thank you, because do you remember the incident at the restaurant?
Which restaurant?
It's all good.
What about it? Here, I'm gonna get...
Lexi and Luke suggested
What am I looking
that we
at?
steal the little tiny frying pan, and you asked the waitress.
Oh, yeah, I know, that was a mistake. I'm sorry. So, I think we're pretty well framed up. So, today we're making the G20 Protester, and Sean's gonna tell me about the G20 protests. Awesome. I love blue Loctite thread locker. Say what?
Right.
Right. So I'm going to try to keep this video to less than 30 minutes. I'm going to start a 20-minute timer now. Okay. So there we go. Let's see, let me familiarize you with the ingredients. We have, do you know how to say ouzo?
In Liquor Barn they were saying it ouzo.
Ouzo. Ouzo.
I have no idea how to say it.
Jaeger.
Word.
Oh man, this thing's sliding pretty well.
Well, yeah.
It's nice.
This
Creme
would be a
de
nice
cassis.
sized kitchen for an actual, like, house.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe a little bit wider, but yeah.
There we go. These are the stars of the evening.
Okay, so
Ta-da!
150 milliliters of alcohol. I figured we'd make the drinks and then go sit down in front of the TV on one of the couches and then
Yeah,
we
okay.
can talk about the G20 shit
Sounds classy.
while we drink the drink.
Okay, so I will be the cameraman, I guess,
Oh, Lord.
mainly, because
You
this demands good...
are on camera, right? I'm not the only one.
Right, I'm also on camera. Just to prove it, I will do it now. So there you go. Creme de cassis? Hold on. We're smelling this.
Now,
It's pretty good.
hang on. Yeah. The funny part is like this.
Yeah?
I've actually recognized several of these dishes from growing up, and my parents had like identical ones.
Nice. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, there we go. So I think that'll
It's
be...
almost got a blueberry.
So won't that be last? So I think it's equal parts ouzo and Jaeger. I don't know which one of those to start with. They're kind of the same thing.
Doesn't really matter. I mean, they're all getting mixed up, right?
An interesting point. What if we mix the Jaeger and ouzo and then just dump a little creme on top? And that way it's not entirely mixed. That sounds good to me.
Okay, but I thought it was equal parts of all three.
No, splash of creme de cassis. Splash.
Okay. So...
You want the funnel? We got a funnel. Funnel! Funnel! Sean, there's a funnel. You didn't say anything, so I didn't know if you heard me. That's why I said a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's 50 milliliters of ouzo, so that's over one drink already.
I thought 50-50 and splash.
well, equal parts. But 50 it's about, I think 40 milliliters is one drink if you're talking about 40% liquor, which that is, I believe.
Okay, so fine.
You want to split that between us?
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, what's the tumbler for at this point?
Mixing the...
What are you doing?
Mixing the Jaeger and the Ouzo.
Oh, don't pour it back in the bottle. That's nasty.
I cleaned this before.
Still nasty.
Okay. I'll pour it into the sink from now on.
No, into a thing that we're gonna drink. What's wrong with that? Anyway.
But yeah, no, I was mixing these two in the tumbler, pouring it in there, and then splashing the creme de cassis.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could just...
Alright.
Do it that way.
What percentage is Jaeger?
35. 70 proof.
Might as well be 40. Alright.
And I suspect our Ouzo might be, I don't know, a little stronger than normal with all the crystallization we've got going on.
Why would the crystallization make it stronger?
Because I'm assuming the crystals are not alcohol, and they're not pouring as readily as the alcohol part of the alcohol is.
Interesting, I have no idea. Ugh. Okay, so I'm predicting this is going to taste like shit. Just to be clear.
That's only because you don't like licorice. I'm drinking this one because I do like licorice.
Why is my phone beeping? Oh. Just a calendar reminder, I guess.
You need to bring a rag next time.
Huh. Yeah, okay. In fact, I can go get one when we're done here. Because, yes, I suppose we should not leave any mess whatsoever. It should look better than when we came in. Oh, we're getting ready to splash. Although it's all pretty dark right now. I don't know if we'll be able to see anything. Splash. Okay. Is that one yours or mine?
This one's mine.
Oh, okay. Do what you want then.
I'm just pouring in until I notice a change in the smell.
Ah, man, there's so much in everything here. It's just... yeah, that's fine. It's just we're combining liqueurs. Just so many liqueurs. Alright, moment of truth. Hold on, I'm just going to set this here. You mind going back over there and then I'll join you and then we'll taste.
Let's see if we're going to be as upset about this as people are about the G20.
Fair. Topical. Okay, stand back. Back there. We need distance because you are too tall, Sean. You're a giant man. Alright.
Not that big.
Alright, no. Come to the counter. Is that okay? Alright. Perfect. We're good.
This is why I say we need to edit this stuff.
No, never. Well, maybe, someday. But not now, because that's too much work.
Editing is just mostly cutting stuff out. It's not work at all. You just have to splice it at the right point.
How's that not any work?
Well, okay, fine, it's a little bit of work, but it's no more work than creating those caption files.
Agreed. Alright, this looks disgusting. Cheers. Oh, God.
I am now disappointed that I did not join you on the mozzarella mystery.
Why is that?
Because while I don't think I'll have a problem with this drink, your hesitance is making me hesitant.
No shit. Okay, on 3.
Like highly alcoholic cough syrup.
Alright, my turn. Ah, crap. I licked the straw. I tasted it before I meant to taste it. Alright, first I will smell it.
I thought that was like rule number 1, don't do.
What?
Smelling the alcohol before you drink it.
Why not?
Because you'll smell the alcohol rather than the flavors of the concoction underneath the alcohol.
Yeah, but I'm taking in the bouquet. Anyway, it smells like Jägermeister and Ouzo. A bunch of licoricey herbal stuff. Alright. That's fine, I guess.
Do you agree with my analysis? It tastes like highly alcoholic cough syrup. Cherry variety.
I'll agree. Is there trash in here?
I haven't seen... here, over here.
To the trash. Not for the...
And over here.
Alright, yeah, just gonna put this straw away. Anyway, now we sip our beverages and discuss the G20.
We have to?
Yes, we have to. Oh, no. If you don't want to sip the beverage, you may refrain. But I will do it because I am committed.
You need to be.
Yeah. Zing. Alright, this is a good backdrop.
Okay.
Please, have a seat. I'll frame us up.
Give me a second. I need to grab my laptop so I have a hard surface. And where the hell did my notes go?
Your what?
The piece of paper that I had.
Oh, I thought it was on the corner of the counter.
If it was, there it is.
Alright. Sean has notes. That's cool. I thought we might be able to get more lighting in here. But no, I guess it's a pretty dimly lit place. Alright.
It does seem to be. And there's no...
Anyway.
I don't see any adjuster.
Yeah, me neither. Don't worry about it. We're running out of time, man. We gotta get to the G20.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Again, this is what editing is for, so that we can take as much time as we need.
No, I am adamant for now.
Oh.
Okay, so you sit and I'll make sure you're in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck?
That table is not exactly the most sturdy piece of furniture in the world.
The table is going to break if I touch it again, so I'm going to try not to.
Oh, hey, look, there's a Wii.
A what? Oh, there's a Wii. We can play Wii. Maybe next time. Alright. That's pretty good. So, Sean, I know the G20 was a conference of some kind.
Well, they've had 5 summits. They've had several conferences, but they've had 5 summits, and the summits are where they've been protested. The organization took over from, and unfortunately my notes don't cover this, they took over from either the G5 or the G9, I think it was.
So who are these people?
Well, it's representative from the top 20 economies in the world, which make up, it doesn't sound like a lot considering that that's the top 19 countries and then a representative of the European Union. And they're basically finance ministers and the Secretary of Treasury, people like that in the various countries. And what they talk about is what's going to go on in the geopolitical economic climate for the next however long they're discussing.
And they're, I assume, are not just predicting but also planning?
Yes, and setting economic strategies for, as I said, the top 20 economies in the world. And when you look at this, that comprises 85% of the gross global product. It's also 80% of the world trade. So you're talking about all the money. in many cases, not necessarily the large portion of the population.
Gotcha. So it's fairly misrepresentative, and so
that's one of the big things that they're protesting about, is that it's very exclusive, and one of the problems there is that basically every country wants the smallest number that includes them. So
Yeah.
if you're 27th in the world, you want it to be the G27.
So, okay, so people want to be in on it because I assume it is beneficial to be in on it. When you are coordinating with the other rich nations, you help each other out and
Right.
kind of screw over everyone else a little bit?
Including your own people, from what the protesters are saying.
Oh.
The protesters are saying that basically these countries are trading human lives for wealth.
Whose wealth?
The top 4 or 5% of each of these countries, each of these representatives, organizations. So, of course, the EU counts double, kind of, because several of the countries in the EU have representatives, such as France, Great Britain, Germany.
France, Great Britain, and Germany have what now?
Representatives on the G20. So they get double exposure in essence. Which is fair, kind of.
Okay, so people are... Sorry?
It's kind of fair, because the European Union is almost as big as America. Not a little bit bigger as far as economy is concerned.
Sure. So, okay, people are protesting the G20, claiming the G20 is doing these nefarious things. Do you have any example of a bad thing the G20 is doing, or what some might call bad?
Well, that's the thing that I found interesting, is that you can find all sorts of news on the net about the protests, and you can find all sorts of news about the agenda prior to these summits having taken place. But finding out any decisions is very, very difficult, if not impossible. It doesn't seem to be public knowledge.
Oh, that's even more reason to hate the G20, I guess. Is that it? Like, we don't even know what you're doing. We assume it might be bad.
Well, to a certain extent, I suppose, yeah. Now, for instance, the latest summit that was held, the 5th of, well, I'm sorry, it was the 5th summit. It was held November 11th and 12th of 2010. That was in Seoul, South Korea, and the agenda was to ensure global economic recovery, create a framework for a strong, sustainable, balanced global growth, strengthening the international finance regulatory system, modernizing the international financial institutions, creation of global safety nets, what development issues may arise, and the risk of a currency war was apparently talked about. But again,
that all sounds like good stuff to discuss.
It sounds like good stuff to discuss.
Mind if I take a peek at that list?
Go ahead. Go ahead. It sounds like good stuff to discuss, and it sounds like what they are saying that they are doing is positive for everybody in the world. What they are doing might be debatable. Admittedly, the G20 has been in place during what has proven to be the worst economic disaster of definitely our lifetime, if not this country's lifetime.
In the history of our country?
We're looking at a depression right now that almost matches in percentage-wise the Great Depression.
All right, maybe so. Anyway, yeah, so I kind of get it, and so there may be some sort of conspiracy theorists out there.
Well, with anything that any large governmental organization is doing, you're going to have that. I mean, I very seriously doubt you could get world leaders together and not have people protesting.
That's fair. So here's a question about the G20. Why the secrecy? Why the lack of transparency?
I'm not sure.
They won't even tell you why they won't tell you. It's that secret.
Well, it could be just that I wasn't looking in the right places, but I did go to their webpage, and what that seems to be all about is the upcoming G20 summit in Paris, France. And there's a city that knows how to riot. We should revisit this while the riots are going on, show some footage. Because the French riot quite nicely.
Sweet. Okay. So it seems like the G20 publicizes pretty well what it's going to do, but not what it is doing or has done.
It seems to, yeah. The other criticism that the G20 has is, for instance, they held one summit in 2008, two summits in 2009, and two in 2010. Now, I didn't look up the budgetary figures for the first three, but the last two, they spent over $3 billion on each one.
Whatever.
That was one of the other concerns of the protesters. They feel that it could have been done cheaper.
I'm sure they're right, but when you're talking about international private jets and security and whatever else, $3 billion is, well,
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but it's also not a lot of money at all. Because you're talking about the 20 wealthiest nations. $3 billion is like 0.0001% of their GDP or something.
Yes, Bill Gates can fart out that much money, but it's still, the protesters are saying if you really want to help the economies, use that money on the local economies rather than on these very isolated groups.
Okay, so it's like the principle of the thing?
Yeah.
You're wasting a small amount of money! We don't like it!
That comparatively speaking, if you're really trying to stabilize the economies of the world, yes, spending $3 billion in the United States isn't going to do much for the economy, but if you spend $3 billion in Singapore...
I guess. So, I think there is something to be said for appearances. Perception. Maybe the G20 should lower their expenditures just because it'll make them look better and make people less angry.
I would say that would probably help.
Of course, I don't know how much is actually waste in there.
And yeah, I'm actually reasonably upset with this drink. I like licorice, and something went horribly wrong.
What is the fruit in creme de cassis? What is a cassis?
I don't know.
Oh, crap.
I know as much about that as I do Logdenberries.
Lingonberries?
Yeah, that's the one.
We went to IKEA yesterday. So that was my timer. We should probably wrap it up.
If the camera hasn't shut off already.
Oh, that's a good question. I'll go ahead and check. No, still going strong. Yep, we're at 28.5 minutes. That's pretty good. I feel pretty good about this.
Okay.
What?
I'm just not sure how you want to wrap this up.
That's a good question. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to do to wrap it up is I'm going to finish this drink. And it's going to hurt.
This is the crazy Paul Sherrill half-hour show.
This freaking drink. Here, you tell the audience something while I drink this horrible, horrible drink.
So interestingly, one of the countries involved in the G20, namely Italy, controls the company that makes all of your sunglasses. So have fun with that.
So here's something. If the G20 is supposed to be the top 20 economic powers, does the list change? Some people fall out, some people come in?
I am not entirely certain, although that would be interesting to find out. I would wager that's the way it would work. Go ahead, let it out. Tell us how you really feel.
It's not good. I don't like it, Sakken.
See, and
member of the audience.
the thing is that, like, with a cigarette, do you care if I take the rest of the Jaeger?
Oh. I'll let you buy it from me at a discount. Discount. We can talk about how severe a discount.
We'll have to talk about that later, but with just Jaeger is pretty good. I like Jaeger.
Is it before dinner or whatever traditionally? Is it aperitif or?
I thought it was an after dinner drink.
Like a dessert?
Yeah.
That might be. I don't know. Also,
and the people that drop a shot of Jaeger into what is that beer? I use it to cook beer broths.
Guinness?
That's the one. That's just disgusting. But I personally think Guinness is disgusting.
I like Guinness. Alright, so we'll go out into the world and I'll drink all the Guinness and you'll drink all the Jaeger and that'll work out well.
No, I'm trying to quit drinking. It makes it easier to quit smoking cigarettes.
How's that going?
Not well.
I gotta finish this.
When you've been smoking for 22 years, not well.
Yeah, no shit. So, I think, for me, I have trouble changing on my own. Like, it's not going to happen. It's impossible. I'm not good at it. Screw it. For me, people are key. I need a strong support group. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in, or?
No. For me, getting the hell away from people is key.
Interesting.
Because I'm more likely to do something if I'm around people. Because
like it's a party, or these people are bothering me?
Like it's a party.
Yeah. That's a good point. We're all smoking. Let's all smoke together.
Okay, since you're done with your drink, I'm going to suggest that, and this poor camera is going to die.
No, it's not. I put fresh batteries in high energy ones.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still going to suggest that I step to the door of a balcony and smoke a cigarette while I finish mine.
All right. So Sean is finishing his beverage and smoking a cigarette on the balcony. I'm still struggling to finish this.
That's because, where are you getting these recipes? I wanted to ask you that.
Where am I getting these recipes, Sean asks.
Oh, it probably hurt me, because if you'll notice in the first video, it was picking up the TV.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I really need to wrap this up. Okay, from my friend Sakken. I think I'm not betraying his confidence by saying that. It's his alias.
Screen name for the win.
Yeah. So, fuck you, Sakken. Fuck you.
Okay, there's quite a bit of wind on that side. Is there wind on every side?
I don't know. There's... one side is probably best for wind. By the way, these Christmas glasses say, Credit
This side.
Union.
There's almost no wind over here.
Nice. No wind over there. So Credit Union holiday glasses containing a G20 Protester. I feel like I learned a little bit about the G20 and the protests relating to it. That's positive.
Well, I mean, one thing that has been consistent is they do like setting cars on fire in these G20 they've set cop cars on fire in all 5 of them.
I would like to flip over a car someday.
Basketball riots are good for that.
Do we ever riot in Lexington?
Oh yes, whenever the Wildcats almost make it to the championship game, or they win.
Oh.
And the riots are worse when we win. I don't know how that works.
Go Wildcats!
Apparently.
Because it's a party, right?
Sure, but how do you go from partying to rioting?
I thought rioting was partying.
No, rioting rioting is to partying what going to a rock concert is to, no, what a mosh pit is to a rock concert.
That's fine. It's still a form of partying. It's a violent, destructive form, but still.
Mental note, if you ever tell me to find you an RPG or anything of the sort, I'm not going to.
Like a bazooka?
Yeah, rocket-propelled grenade.
Yeah. What's the difference between an RPG and a bazooka?
A bazooka is a World War II weapon. An RPG is a Vietnam-era weapon.
Was a bazooka still a rocket-propelled grenade?
I would say that the two have their similarities, but I think that a bazooka is more of just a rocket. I'm not entirely certain.
All right, see you in a minute. Whatever. All right, one more sip. Oh, one more.
Holy crap.
What?
Oh my fucking god.
What?
That is very high up.
Oh.
I don't like that balcony.
I think Sean and I share a fear of falling to our deaths. Falling is not cool with us, and so Sean is having a little bit of difficulty. Okay, hold on. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this drink. I'm going to point the camera down off the balcony just so you can see the kind of height we're dealing with, and then I'll wrap it up. So here we go. Oh my god, here we go. This is going to turn into an hour-long video at this rate. I can't drink this. Oh, okay. Ugh. God damn it. Okay, so here we are wassailing.
Waffling?
I don't know. I was gonna say walking, but then I said wassailing, and then you said waffling. Whatever. Okay, so
You can see at least 4 or 5 steeples.
I really like the church architecture. Gosh darn it! Now I'm drunk.
How are you drunk off of one drink?
I'm trying to use drunkenness as an excuse for how shitty I am generally. Don't ruin it, Sean.
Oh, okay. You're an alcoholic, though. How are you drunk off of one drink?
I'm not an alcoholic. Depending on who you ask.
I'm giving you your cover.
Yes, but alcoholic would make me culpable for other things.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry.
So, how about I am currently drunk?
Gotcha.
I'm currently drunk, but I'm not an alcoholic. Alright, so now we're going to freak out!
Have you pointed the camera down?
I'm about to.
Oh, this is the first... Have you looked down personally?
No. They're like ants. Ant people. Look at that, straight down. Jump, there's my feet.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna die here.
I mean, it's a totally irrational fear, too. That's the part that I don't get, is I know that this thing is not going to fall.
Well,
and it's scary as all hell.
No, it's rational enough, man. I mean, this is weird. This is not natural, I guess I should say. A caveman in a situation like this would be like, oh crap.
Let me back inside.
Yes. So that's fine.
Actually, that would be interesting to see a caveman's reaction to getting in an elevator and then going to a balcony on like the 50th story of a new apartment building.
I think he'd be bothered by it. I don't think he'd like it very much. Oh man, it's cold out here. So, alright. Have a good day, everyone. Crap, that's not a good way to end this. I need something. Say something.
Something.
Something. Ba-dum-bum.